Gaffer, thank you for joining us. That's a point on the road here at Salford. Can I get your reflection on the game first?
Yeah, 2 points dropped, in my opinion. I thought that we were outstanding in the first half. Only one team in it. I don't know how we didn't score more goals. I think we had enough chances to win 2 games of football today. But we were outstanding in the way we pressed. We were outstanding in the way that we had possession. We were very, very good today. Second half they changed, which we kind of knew they would. They went from a back 3 to a back 4, which meant that we had one kind of player less to press. But we had good solid numbers behind the ball, if that makes sense. But yeah, just disappointed. The goal was just after the break. I do so many defending sessions throughout the week, and I talk tirelessly about marking in the box and opening your body out, and when we get done on what's an easy one for me, we should never concede that goal. So yeah, I am actually, believe it or not, and so are the players, disappointed to come to Salford and get a draw. It's not good enough.
That's got to be a good thing, though, isn't it, in terms of for yourself and the players, to come away disappointed from these type of games. It shows the progression that we've made, because we speak about it so much. People had wrote us off at the start of the season, but we've come here, we've competed, and to be disappointed at dropping 2 points is something to be proud about, don't you think?
No, I expect to come here and win with what I've got in that dressing room. So no, I'm not proud to come here and draw. I expect us to come here and win, especially the way we played, and I want to drive them standards throughout the whole football club. So yeah, no, I'm not proud really of drawing a game against Salford. No.
In terms of the chances we had in the first half, obviously, as you've already mentioned, there were plenty of them. Is that something you look at as a concern, or is it just an on-the-day thing? Obviously, we had some incredible goalkeeping to deny Orsi, or is that something that we're going to need to work on in training, do you think?
No, I think we work on it anyway. We work on kind of that aspect of the game. I don't know how Dan Orsi's didn't go in. I haven't seen it back yet, but wow, it was an unbelievable chance, wasn't it? But yeah, no, it's not a concern to me, because I think it'd be more of a concern if we were having all of that possession and not creating chances. That would be then a concern. But no, we're playing good football and we're creating a lot of chances. So yeah, but yeah, I want to look at a few of them back and see how they never went over the line. Incredible.
Yeah, obviously we talk about attacking a lot in the first half. What about defence? We had some good moments in there, but perhaps maybe just one moment that we switched off, would you say, in the second half?
Yeah, like I say, I thought we defended from the front brilliantly, especially in the first half. I thought it was very good. And we talk about how I want us to defend the box. We do a lot of analysis sessions on it. We do a lot of talking to the players individually. We do a lot of coaching the team how to defend the box. And the players understand it. We just switched off for a moment and didn't do what I've asked them to do. But it happens, and it's disappointing, but it's a bad one to concede.
There's been a lot of rule changes this season. We've seen a lot of yellow cards dished out. You yourself have been booked in the previous 3 games. Is that just something maybe that is difficult to get used to, this new rule where one can stand up and the others can't, or is there something else that you'd sort of put that down to?
No, it's just madness. I just think it's madness at the moment. I've just spoke to the assessor, and he feels that my booking was disappointment and not dissent. So he's going to go in to see the referee and put that right. But whether it gets rescinded or not, I don't know. But I was disappointed with a decision right in front of us. The 4th official was clearly in a good position because he's standing next to me. It was clearly our ball. He didn't give it. I was disappointed with the decision that he made, and because of my disappointment, I get carded. The 4th official said it wasn't dissent. You showed no kind of dissent in the moment. It was disappointment, so it's not a yellow. As was Liam Kelly's yellow, wasn't a yellow. Shouldn't have been a yellow. He's just explained that as well. It was overzealous rather than dissent. So they're just dishing them out left, right, and centre. But the problem is that they're dishing them out for petulance, but not dishing them out for tackles and fouls, and which are, I think there was a lot of fouls today, which I felt was potentially yellow cards. He's just dishing yellow cards out for kind of like kicking the ball away and silly things like that. I know we've got to learn from it, and we've got to learn to kind of tidy up that technical area, which I'm working extremely hard to do that. But sometimes, You get caught up in the moment, and I'm a passionate man. I want my team to perform well, and I'm passionate about how my team play. When there's a decision that's clear and that it's given the other way, it then becomes, like you say, disappointment, not dissent.
We've got 2 perfect opportunities, haven't we, next week? Back at home, back in front of the home crowd, which we know we spoke about so many times that we're very strong in front of. How excited are you for the week ahead, and sort of how confident are you heading into 2 very important games?
I've got to be confident with my team, because we're playing some really good football. We attack well. We've been defending well in large. Of course, the goal today is disappointing. If we do our job properly today, we probably come away with all 3 points. But yeah, we're looking forward to for Tuesday's game against a good MK Dons team. So yeah.
And finally, just a word on the 143, I think it was, travelling fans. How good were they today?
Outstanding, as ever. They always are. No surprise there. They were brilliant. So yeah, keep coming, keep singing, keep chanting the boys on. But they were very, very good. So I hope they enjoyed the game, because I thought there was some real good moments today. Like I say, in the week, that I want the supporters to be proud of how we play. I certainly was in large parts of that game today, and I'm hoping they will as well.
Harry, thank you for joining us. We were just chatting briefly off camera there. How on earth did we not win that game here at Salford? We've already spoken to the gaffer, but can I get your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think it was a game of 2 halves. I think the first half we battered them, we played really well, we were passing it well, and we probably should have gone in at half time, probably 3-0 up. And I think if you go in 3-0 up, that kills a game, like regardless of what they do second half, because we should see it out. But yeah, frustrating at the end of the day.
Frustrating, but it's almost a good thing to be frustrated with just a point here at Salford. We obviously spoke to you before the game as well, and we spoke about sort of how we were written off before the season, but we've shown some real confidence, haven't we, in the last couple of games, and it's, in a way, is it good to be disappointed with a 1-1 draw here at Salford? Who were in the playoffs last year?
Yeah, it's good to be disappointed, because it does show how far we've come from last year, but the gaffer and the boys, we've also set that standard of we want to win every game, and from the position we were in, we should have won the game. So we are just very disappointed with ourselves, really.
Yeah, other than the goal, obviously we spoke a lot last season about how we've conceded, just on the other side of half time, but other than that one moment we defended really well. We sort of nullified everything that Salford had. Plenty of people here have said how nice of football they play, they're very pleasing to watch, but we nullified that, didn't we, for large parts of the game?
Yeah, I think especially first half they really struggled to get out, and then I think they changed the formation slightly second half, and we didn't adapt quickly enough to it, so that's when they started to get on top. But we still limited them to probably 2 clear-cut chances, one of them being the goal. So from that aspect, it's good, but it's still not enough, really.
Yeah, we've got 2 home games next week. We've also spoke to the gaffer about this, how good we are at home at the Broadfield Stadium. Is this a perfect time now to just have 2 games in quick succession? Obviously, I can imagine you and some of the lads are tired, obviously playing extra as well, but is this a perfect time to now just get back on the pitch? And it sounds crazy to say, put it right, but it's not, is it? But do you know what I mean in that sort of sense?
Yeah, I think we've had a busy week. We've been away from home twice, so it's a lot of travel, and I think it's probably taken its toll on some of the boys. But yeah, we've got 2 home games, 2 games in front of the fans, and so we can just try and put it right, like you say, and try and get a win Tuesday and build that into a massive game against Gillingham on Saturday as well.
Yeah, 140 travelling fans here. They were excellent again today, weren't they? Just as I'm sure as a player, you come here, Salford themselves, they had a good home crowd today. But away fans make a massive impact, don't they?
Massive. They pull us through. Like you saw the second half, they were on top, but we could hear the fans, and we were trying to keep going for them, and we weren't giving up, and they were as loud as anything. So we're really pleased with them.
Well played, Harry. Thank you.
Cheers.